Okay, so this is the image that I decided to use, right? So the size of the design should be the width should be 9 inches. So I decided on 9 inches based on the size of my tote bag. So based on your size of the tote bag, you can decide the size that you want your design to be. So just click on the image, and on top you will see an option that says more. Here you can adjust the sizes. Okay, so I want the width to be 9 inches, so 9, and the height gets adjusted accordingly, right? Okay, so that is it. Nothing else to do. Just got the image. Now we will cut this image using our Cricut machine, and then we will apply it to our tote bag. So on the right, on top, you will see make. So click on that, and now it is asking you whether you're using a mat or you're not using a mat. So if you want to cut without using a mat, you have to make sure that your materials are smart materials. Okay, so but I am using everyday iron-on. Okay, so I will need a mat. So let me click on mat. Here you can select the size of your mat. So Cricut mats come in two sizes, 12 by 12 and 12 by 24. So you can select which size mat you're using and confirm. Now you will see that your design has 5 colors, right? So all 5 colors will be put separately into the mats. Okay. So now this is orange. You have to cut your vinyl according to this size. So 9.5 by 7.5. So likewise, make sure that you cut all the vinyls, all the colors, and also since we are using iron-on vinyl, you have to always make sure that your design is mirrored. So mirror everything. If you are using permanent vinyl, you don't have to mirror. But this is an iron-on project. We are using iron-on vinyl. So we have to make sure that we mirror. Okay. So now continue. Make sure that your Cricut machine is turned on. And here your Cricut machine will get connected via Bluetooth. Okay, so my machine is connected. Now you will choose what kind of material that you're going to cut. So we are going to cut iron-on material, right? You can see iron-on. Click on iron-on. Okay, so you can choose the pressure also, whether it needs more pressure, default, or less. So I'm just going to leave default, right? And next they're asking you to make sure that you have loaded the fine point blade. And before that, we will take our Cricut mat. So let me take my Cricut mat. And first it is orange. Yes, orange. So it's orange. Let me take my orange. So you have to always paste the iron-on vinyl upside down. Okay. So apply it onto your mat. So now this is my Cricut Maker 3. It's turned on. It's connected via Bluetooth. And now this button, when this button blinks, that means we have to load our Cricut mat into the machine. Okay. So now let's load. So once your machine takes in the mat, so now this button, when this button blinks, that means it's ready to cut. So we have to click on it. Now you can see that your design is getting cut. So this is the port for blade and this is for pens. So the fine point blade is inserted here. Okay, so now that's done. You can see that this loading button is blinking. So you have to click that and your mat will get unloaded. So now take the orange vinyl out. Okay. And next is the yellow one. So since I don't have yellow, I will use another color. So I'm using a light green instead of the yellow. You can choose any 5 colors for this project. It's totally up to you. So once again, paste your iron-on vinyl upside down. The shiny side should always be down. The shiny side should always be down. Select iron-on. So same process. We will load the mat into the machine. Click on the loading button. And now start. Unload and remove the vinyl. So next color is the green, the dark green. So once again, shiny side down, paste it on the mat. So now you will unload. Now remove the vinyl, the green one. And next is our blue one. So here's my blue vinyl. So let me paste that blue vinyl properly onto the mat. So paste it well. Okay, so now click on the loading button. So now click on this button and start. So done. Now unload, take the mat, remove the vinyl. Now we have one last color to cut, and that is red. Make sure you select iron on. And now we will insert the mat through the cutting machine. Click on the loading button. Now click on this, ready to cut. Okay, Done. Now we have all our iron-on vinyls cut. The design is cut. Now the next step is we will weave all of these designs. So I have all my designs cut. We are going to weed each one of them, right? So here's our green design. Likewise, we are going to weed every other color as well. The red one. The blue. The green part. And now finally we have the orange. So we have weeded all our designs. Right, so I'm just going to get them all together. So let's keep this aside. And now take your heat press. I am using the mini heat press. So turn it on. So when you press once and this one line is low heat. When you press twice, it's medium heat. When you press 3 times, then it is high heat. Right? So now this is orange. When it turns green, after some time, this will turn green. When it turns green, then we can start heating. We can start pressing the design on our tote bags. Okay. So let's just leave it aside until this turns green. So let me take my mat. And this is my tote bag. So I will fold my tote bag into two like this way. So now you can see it's turned green, ready to use. I'm going to press and get this line to mark the center of the tote bag. So now we know that this line is the center of the tote bag. So keep your tote bag straight. Firstly, I am going to put our orange design. So this is the orange part. Fold this into two. Get this line. This is the center. So I will match this line, the center of this bag. Make sure it is straight. And now you can press on the design. Make sure that you're applying some pressure. So now this is very hot. Give it some time to cool down. And slowly from the corner, start peeling this off. Okay. So next we can use our green. So just make sure that your line, you're keeping it straight. Just using a ruler to make sure that my design is not crooked. Okay, okay, perfect. So it is straight. So now we will not press our heat press on this directly because these designs are, this orange is peeled out. If the iron touches this part, if the heat press touches this part directly, the peeled off design directly, it might damage the vinyl. So for that purpose, we are using the parchment paper. And now we will press over it. Remove the parchment paper. Let the design cool. Still hot. So pull it off gently. Next, we can go with our dark green. So once again, using my ruler, I'm just going to make sure that this design, I've applied the green straight. Okay, this side is okay. And this side is fine too. Okay. So once again, we're going to put the butcher paper. Put the parchment paper and press over the green part. Move the parchment paper. Let it cool. So remove it gently. Okay, so this side is not done yet. So give it more time. Okay. Next, we will go with our blue. Once again, make sure that it is straight. Just getting my ruler to do the job. Keep the parchment paper. And now go over the blue. Remove the parchment paper. Wait until it cools down. Okay. So one last step. The last color is red. Once again, using my ruler to make sure it is straight. Okay, now Flip the parchment paper and go over the red. So make sure that it is cool before you remove the paper. Still hot. Gently peel it. Okay, so it is done. So one last step is keep the parchment paper and go over the whole design. And now slowly remove the parchment paper. Now your tote bag is done. Using 5 different colors of iron-on vinyl, we have created a summer-themed tote bag.
So beautiful. Thank you, Safra.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.